Welcome back to another video. It has been, I think, like 14 days, so roughly about 2 weeks since our last video. We are sitting right back where we were at the intro of that last video. The kiddos are playing downstairs. You're going to hear some background noise, but I just needed a break. I needed to pull away, and now we're coming back with a new video. If you are new here, my name is Jessica. I'm a holistic health coach and life coach. I'm a yoga instructor. I'm a mama of two, a homeschooling mom and a homemaker. And I'm just welcoming you into our lives. We just film a little bit of what our day looks like. And we have had some big life changes over the last couple weeks. In my last video, I did a little bit of a health update. The whole journey of all of my videos has been kind of this theme of getting my life back together, getting my health back together since the birth of mine and my husband's, of our second daughter. My health went really crazy after that, and it has continued to do so. So it's been this journey of just getting my health restored and tackling that, and then it took a big turn. It's actually taken a couple big turns, but that's okay. Right after she was born, I had a couple surgeries, and in my last video I talked about how I had found out that I had endometriosis. So goodness, a lot has even changed in the last 2 weeks. I am now a couple days out from surgery. I'm having a full hysterectomy for endometriosis and adenomyosis. I had a really bad flare-up. I got really sick. I actually went and saw a new doctor, and he was like, we have to do something. We have to get this handled. And he was like, this is what needs to happen. There needs to be a plan of action. So within the matter of just like a week, things escalated really quickly, and I am fixing to have a full hysterectomy in a couple days. That in itself has been a little bit of a crazy situation. We're having trouble with our insurance, getting all of that figured out. So we are literally in limbo. I'm supposed to have surgery on Wednesday. Today is Friday, and as of right now, surgery is not yet approved. They've had a month to approve it, and for whatever reason, it has just been a mess. But I went yesterday for a bunch of pre-op stuff. I have to have an EKG and a bunch of scans and tests done, just to kind of check on some other stuff going on in my body. But we're really praying that surgery will be approved between now and Wednesday, and we can just get this done. Like I said, today is Friday. Monday I actually start. I have to do a full bowel prep because they are curious how much the endometriosis has grown within, and this is a lot of detail, so if it's too much for you, you may want to skip ahead. But they're curious about how much of the endometriosis has grown within like my bowels and bladder, so I have to do a full bowel prep, a liquid day, or actually 48 hours worth of liquid, and drink a lot of magnesium citrate. So that'll be fun. Not gonna film that, but it's what's happening. So I've said it like 3 times. Today is Friday. That's where my brain is at. Cody just got home from 3 days in Missouri, and we have been crazy those 3 days, but it's been really good. The Lord was absolutely with us those 3 days. I had some rough days, but He lined everything up perfectly, and everything was wonderful. Like I said, the Lord was with us through those 3 days while Cody was gone, and now I'm in my bedroom right now, and I'm looking at all the mess. We need to reset the house. I've got to plan and prep for surgery. I got to figure out exactly what I need for surgery, what I need to carry to the hospital with me. The goal is for it to be outpatient, but if they have to do anything within my colon or bladder, it will quickly become a hospital stay. So I have to prepare to stay at the hospital even though the goal is outpatient. So I need to take a bag with everything I need it to stay, and just whatever I need to have at the hospital for the day of surgery. And then, like I said, I need to figure out what exactly I need post-operative for a hysterectomy. I ordered some stuff. I'm debating on whether or not I should show you. We'll just be real with it. So I ordered these. If you don't want to see underwear, then don't watch this part. But these are called hysterectomy recovery underwear. I know that's really weird, but they are seamless. They have, when I say they have no, ooh, that sun is bright. When I say they have no seams, they have like no seams whatsoever. They are the entire underwear are like an elastic type material, so they have slight compression around the belly. And then in the crotch part, which I'm not going to show you, I feel like that's weird, but they have a double layer of like thickness for post-op, and it's cotton. So they're breathable, but they're like really, they got a little bit of compression behind them. So I bought a ton of those for post-op, and I bought like a little bit of a light compression belly band for post-op, just to kind of, everybody that I've watched on YouTube before has said that slight bit of compression on your abdomen is really nice post-hysterectomy, just because it gives you a little bit of support. So I bought one of those. It's here. My underwear are obviously here now that I've showed you my underwear. We're really close. But never thought I would share that on YouTube, but just being honest with getting ready for the surgery, that was something I had a big question about that I struggled to really find online. Is like, there were a lot of vague things you need after surgery, you know, like heating pads and stool softeners and things like that, but I needed to know just like the personal comfort, what is nice to have post-operative. So I ordered me those. I got me a little bit of a belly band. I'm finding me some really soft clothes to take and to have, and to go ahead and lay those outfits out. That is one thing I want to do. So all of our clothing and stuff is upstairs. We are going to kind of camp. I'm going to kind of camp downstairs because I don't really want to come up and down the stairs those first few days. So I'm going to pre-plan a couple outfits and have them laid out and ready, so that when I ask Cody to grab me some clothes, or Sky to grab me some clothes, or whoever, the outfits are kind of put together and I know they're the comfortable, soft outfits that I want. So gonna do that, gonna clean the house, gonna prep a little bit, and just see where we are getting ready for surgery. But I wanted to do a quick intro to this video, and we'll just go from here because I'm not sure really where this video is going to take off next. I don't know if it's going to be just about surgery or what, but it's probably just going to be a lot about our day. But that's where I'm at with a little quick health update. We're getting ready. This is my 11th major surgery, so not like really shy to surgery, but this is my 3rd or 4th abdominal surgery, and obviously I've never had a hysterectomy before. I'm only 35, and I feel like that's kind of young, and my doctor kept telling me like, you're just a baby, but like, something's got to happen, something's got to change. And I know there's a lot of information out there that the hysterectomy won't cure the endometriosis. I'm having a full hysterectomy, and then I will actually undergo 6 months worth of treatment, reevaluate, rescan, start everything from scratch, and decide from that point if I need another 6 months or another 6 months, and we'll continue treatment as long as possible, because I will tell you, my quality of life is not the best right now, and that is the goal, is to get some quality of life back. And the Lord just keeps confirming that this is what's next. And like I have mentioned in so many other videos, the goal is, if it's not working, we're going to change something. And I know this is a drastic change to have a hysterectomy, but it is not a light decision. Me and my husband and our doctor, we have discussed it, we have prayed about it, we have talked about it with all of our family, and we just feel like everyone agrees wholeheartedly that I need my life back, and we feel like this is the best way to do it, and that is where we're at. So, a very long intro and welcome to this video. Hang out with us as we get our house reset and as I prepare for surgery next week. So, you guys are awesome. I always appreciate you watching our videos, so let's just get into the voiceover. So here we are jumping into our voiceover and me tackling a task that probably has no business getting done right now, but for whatever reason I felt like this is what I needed to accomplish, was to go through Indy's summer clothes and start transitioning her wardrobe. Why was that the task that I chose to do as I was preparing for surgery? I have no idea, but for whatever reason, it's what my brain said needed to get done. So I'm sorting through her clothes for summer. I know it'll be several weeks of me not being able to lift anything, so I kind of wanted to have her some summer clothes out and available, and to go ahead and put some of these thicker winter clothes back into storage, which it's funny that I'm doing that, as it's like 29 degrees today, but it's supposed to warm up into the mid 60s. Indy attacked our camera there as she was jumping on the trampoline. She said it was in her way, so I had to do a quick reset. The girls are helping me as always as we just kind of go through some of this tidying up and surgery prep. They are always right by my side, and that is okay. Fridays we actually don't usually do school. Sky has been like knocking it out recently, and she's almost done with her entire week's worth of school by Wednesday. So we usually take Fridays as like a day to get caught up on school if there's anything left over, but recently there has been absolutely nothing, so we just kind of take the day off and do whatever we want. We call it Fun Fridays. I usually try to make a fun breakfast. We have some kind of fancy drink during the day and just take time to make sure we prioritize some fun on Fridays, and it's really good for all of us. We really enjoy it. This week has been a little chaotic and a little different because I think I've already mentioned Cody has been out of town, and I have been soloing it with both the girls, and it went really well. God was definitely with us through it all. He kept us just rolling through the days, very fluid, and it was awesome. It was actually a really good opportunity to spend some time with them. I get to spend some one-on-one time with Sky, and me and her actually are planning a quick shopping trip this weekend. She's going to go help me pick up the last couple things I need before surgery next week, and then get her a couple little fun things. I want to get Indy a couple little fun things just for her to have, as she is not going to really understand what's going on. She's not going to really understand why I can't pick her up and hold her and throw her around. So I want to go get her a couple fun little treats just to kind of integrate into all of this newness that is going to happen over the next 6 weeks. But the good thing is, after this surgery, I pray the quality of my life increases greatly and I can just get back to doing the things I love, doing the things that I know they love, and just getting out of the house and getting going again. I'm still on a journey just to get my health back, just to get my life back and get it all figured out. Here's Indy on the rebounder. The entire time we're upstairs, she's on the rebounder. She absolutely loves this thing. I also bought her some little gymnastic rings, like the little hand rings. I don't know what they're called. I think they're gymnastic rings. And we hung those on the porch because this girl needs some stimulation. She needs to be active and she needs to burn off some energy. So she's either on the rebounder or swinging from those rings, and she loves it. She is just our mover and our shaker. But she is also down to help when we're sorting through things and organizing and cleaning. Both of the girls got that gene from me. They love to organize, and it's so funny. But here we are sorting through. Sky's bagging up which clothes are going to storage and which clothes we're going to keep out, and just getting that together. And I'm not sure what me and Indy are doing right here, but we are getting our bedroom cleaned. Like I said, I'm probably going to be camping downstairs for the most part with recovery, because I'm not really sure how well I'm going to climb the stairs, and I don't really want to just go up and down them a bunch several days after surgery, and I know I need to be walking a lot after surgery, so I'm probably just going to be camping out downstairs, which is fine. It'll just be easier for everything. So I want our bedroom to be left clean though. So I've washed the laundry on the bed, or washed the bedclothes and got it ready. I dusted, and I'm going to vacuum and just leave it clean and have it nice
and we cleaned the girls' room really well, so I know that it's clean. I know the upstairs bathroom is clean, so I don't really have to worry about any of that. I can just do the things that need to be done downstairs and focus on healing during these next few weeks as I recover from everything. The goal with the surgery is to do a laparoscopic vaginal removal of the uterus and fallopian tubes, and then they're going to get rid of any endometriosis and adenomyosis that they find.
Okay, let me get you guys straight. So basically, I just got off the phone with our local hospital and our doctor's office. I've got to recall our doctor's office in a couple hours, but they are saying, update by the way on all the insurance stuff, I'm supposed to have surgery Wednesday of next week. So today's Friday, I'm having surgery Wednesday. They don't know if my surgery is going to be approved until Monday or Tuesday. So they are like, we have no idea. Somehow there was a mix up in their system and the information was actually submitted until the night before my pre-op. So basically insurance has it pending. We don't even know if it's going to be approved until Monday or Tuesday. Before my surgery, I'll have to run up to the hospital. They've called in an EKG. I don't even know why, but I gotta go have an EKG. I gotta go have a full scan, and then like a body scan. Have a little bit of blood work done, and then surgery on Wednesday. So that's the update with the insurance. Basically, I don't know what happened, but it didn't get submitted. So what can you do? Hopefully it will all go through fine maybe today, so I can go do all of my pre-op stuff Monday. And I don't really want to do it Tuesday because that'll be the second day of my fast and my prep, so I really don't want to drink a bottle of magnesium and then have to go sit at the hospital, but it'll all work out. I'm really trying hard to just breathe and trust in the Lord that it's all going to flow well and He'll line things up perfectly according to how it needs to be. But I was starting to get everything ready for surgery, and I ended up doing something completely not related to it. I ended up going through Indy's clothes because I'm supposed to be down for 6 weeks, and my fear was suddenly it's going to magically become summer and she's not going to have any summer clothes ready. So I went through her clothes and got her some summer clothes out, because I'm not going to be able to lift bags and move stuff for the next 6 weeks. But I got that done. Indy is napping, Sky is having quiet time, so I'm going to now, a couple hours later, try to figure out, like I said, exactly what I need for surgery, to take with me, and what are the things that I'm going to need at home. I've got to work on a grocery list for the next couple weeks and figure out what meals we need to have, what snacks we need to have, and everything for the girls, because I'm not supposed to be cooking for 2 weeks, so I've got to get that figured out. Our church is amazing, and they're doing a meal train, so we've got a couple people signed up for that to bring us food, which is going to be awesome because I'm not supposed to be doing anything for 2 weeks. And yeah, so anyways, we're going to see just what's needed to be done. I feel like my brain is everywhere all at once, but I know it's going to work out and it's going to be fine, and we're going to have all of this behind me, and things are going to go well. Like I said, it's a little bit of a crazy just time right now because Cody's been out of town. He's back in town, but he had to go to work, and we're just, me, myself, and I, kind of figuring all this out, but it's okay. So next on the list, we just cleaned the girls' room really well. I'm glad we got that clean and got it out of the way. I have a chuck roast that I want to do burnt ends with, so I'm probably going to make that and clean up the kitchen, have some quiet time, binge some JFK file documentary things because I'm completely obsessed with that. I've been obsessed with the JFK stuff for a long time, but now that the new files are released, I've been watching so much about that. But probably going to binge some of that and listen to it while I clean up the kitchen and make some burn-ins. So just a quick update, breaking up the video. Now we're going to get back to it.
But with that surgery being a laparoscopic surgery and not having to be actually cut open is the goal. Hopefully I'll recover a lot quicker and with less pain than if they had to cut me open. I've already had 3 previous abdominal surgeries, so they will have to make some new incisions and kind of work around the old incisions. But now that we've talked about incisions and being cut open, let's prep some supper. Doesn't that sound great? But I'm making what's called poor man's burnt ends. This is a beef chuck roast, and I'm going to season it with avocado oil, pepper, Redmond's real salt, and that is the Kinder's buttery steakhouse season. That is a favorite of ours. I'm going to season this really well, and then you cook it at 350 degrees 1 hour per pound. So I'm going to cook this one for about 3 hours, and then you do that covered. You actually are supposed to use a Dutch oven, which I don't have, so I just cover this dish. It always cooks perfectly in it, and then cook it uncovered at 450.
So I have retreated to the recliner where I'm just going to hang out for a little while because the girls are resting and I just need to rest and think for a little bit. Let's see, where did I leave off? I got our supper in the oven, and I think it's so funny that it always winds up this way. I'm literally preparing our supper and getting it in the oven, and I get ads for Chick-fil-A, and I'm like, Chick-fil-A does sound nice, but I'm just going to sit down and edit this video and do the voiceover and all of that while the girls are resting, and just take some time to rest myself and then finish cleaning the house. We got the bathrooms cleaned, the girls' rooms cleaned, and I'm happy with that progress. We got like diapers restocked and things like that because, like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna really be capable of, not capable of, but what I'm supposed to be doing over the next couple weeks. I know the first 2 weeks of recovery are pretty chill. Getting Indy to understand that is where it's going to be difficult, but just having like her diapers and wipes and things like that easy to access, we did that, and I am washing all of our blankets. We have a ton of blankets. This one's Indy's because she said she needed a cheetah blanket because she's wild. But getting all of our blankets washed and cleaned, our pillows washed and cleaned, so that's all ready for when I come home from the hospital and I can relax, because I'm kind of a spastic personality where I don't relax well and I don't rest well, so I'm really trying to prepare for that so that I can rest, which I'm trying to clean the house and get all of that stuff ready, but we are getting closer to getting all of this done. I keep thinking to myself, what do I want to film? What do I want to talk about? And I honestly just don't even know, because I'm so everywhere with my thought process right now. As I'm filming this, I'm like planning it and thinking through it at the same time, because I'm not even sure I've really processed like what's coming, honestly. So all of my previous surgeries, all 10 have been, well, at least 9 of them have been emergency surgeries, like emergency to the point of like just like you're in the hospital, you're fixing to have surgery. So I've never really had to plan or prepare for surgery and recovery. So in a way, that's kind of like surprisingly anxiety inducing to me, because I'd rather just have it a surprise and get it done and worry about the rest later. So the planning and the preparation is different for me, so I'm trying to just take that as it comes, but we are figuring all of that out. Like I said, figuring out what I'm gonna need at postpartum. That's what I feel like this is. I really feel like this is like postpartum with the things that I'm preparing for. That's what it keeps reminding me of. But figuring out what we need here at the house post-op, because Cody's gonna have to go back to work pretty soon and it's just gonna be me and the girls. So figuring out how Sky can help and how we can make our lives easier over the next couple weeks, as you know, I figure out how to take care of 2 kiddos. But I know it'll be good. The Lord's hand has been on it, and I know He's going to continue to bless it, even when we don't see it, when I don't see it, and when I stress. I know He's working behind the scenes, and He's lining it up. So it will all be okay. But thank you for watching another chaotic video of just us living our lives, and for joining me during this process of getting ready for surgery. I don't know if I'll have another video out before surgery, but hopefully we'll get some more filmed, and just still trying to figure out how to prepare for all of this. I've got my grocery list and my Walmart order. I've been watching videos on YouTube like simultaneously with like the grocery app pulled open on the side, and just adding things to cart as they say, oh, you know, this really helped me, or this was something that was beneficial. I just add it to cart as I like watch it, because I really don't know what to expect. So working on that, working on groceries, and just getting things done. But as always, thank you guys for joining us. We will see you in the next video, and we'll find out together what that video is about. But thanks guys, have a great day.